There you go. So you were saying something really cool, Sunny, about how
Yes.
you're using the 12 practices, and I wanted to
Yes.
hear more because what you
So
say might help other people.
I just was I was laying there in the hospital, and I just wanted to take a second to sit in my emotions. I'm gonna pull it up really quick so I can read to you what it was that came to me, so I can read to you what it was. Let me pull it back up because I have it right here. It's I'm gonna put this down for just a second. I gotta zoom in on this. Or really, okay, I can hold it. I got both of them. But I was basically going through and feeling my emotions, and I was so down because of all that was going on with me, my body. And I just sat there for a second, and I'm just in awe. And I cried, and I was like, it's okay. Go ahead and feel this. Name the emotion. I'm hurt. I'm sad. These are the things that I'm feeling right now. And then what I told myself was, despite all of these things, what I am still radiant. That's the word, radiant. And I was like, you are still a light. Because even that, I was just basically telling myself that I'm still radiant. I'm still a light. I'm still who I am. I'm allowed to sit with emotions. These emotions do not define me.
Yeah.
What I'm going through is not defining me because I'm amazing no matter what. So I was walking through, recognizing my emotions. And see, now I'm having to explain it, and it sounds really crazy.
You're doing great.
So I'm saying it makes it sound like I'm crazy. You know how in the questions for journaling on, I'm gonna hold it up. This page, this thing.
Yes. Practice number
Okay.
one. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So in the picture, I'm talking more like the picture, but it says that you're inviting me like a cozy circle, like just imagining that, like I'm in a circle of supporters, or I imagine it like this little quiet, cozy room, sitting on pillows, and then the candles. And I was like, sit in the room, sit in the room with your community, sit in the room with your community. And that's what I was telling, sit in the room with your community. So you don't feel alone
Yeah.
in what you're going through. Your emotions are valid. What you're going through is totally valid. It does not take away from who you are,
Yeah.
but acknowledge your community, and that the community, whether you're there physically with me or not, my community exists. I'm not alone. Sit in the room. So I was thinking about that. This is the little picture that's what I was talking about, was this little quote. And you said, I invite you to imagine that we are gathering in a cozy place for a joy-based living conversation.
Yeah.
And so that little part I was able to just kind of like go inside of myself. And there's a little cozy room that we've designed, you and I, together in there. And remembering that I'm allowed to choose to be happy. I'm allowed to choose to be joyful. I'm allowed to feel these emotions. And I am not alone in doing these things.
That's right.
So that was it. I
So
just
how
had to remember like my little cozy room.
that's so
Basically,
beautiful.
I've created like this mental space. That's why I was like explaining it out loud. Probably it sounds crazy to me now, but it's like this room that I have in my head, like a little tea room. I can smell it when I envision, like in that especially in that moment. But in the moments that I need, I can smell the room. I can see it. I can see the pretty little curtains, like tapestries and curtains. And I picture it like with we're sitting on little pillows, and there's candles, real dark. I can picture it in my head.
That's
But that's where
beautiful.
I retreated to, because reading that little, a cozy space, it just reminded me of just not being alone. I'm not
Oh,
alone in it, and I'm allowed to be joyful. I'm allowed to feel these emotions, and I do not have to let this be who I am, because despite all things, I'm radiant. I am bright. I am light. I am love. Just affirming myself and my emotions.
yeah. And you said it changed how you journal. What does that mean?
Yes, because now because I go to that space in my mind, I go to that
Mm.
space in my mind now
Oh, so
when I
you
journal.
don't feel alone while you're journaling. You feel more
Yeah, no,
supported while
no.
you're journaling.
I don't feel no, it's like I have you ever been to like a quiet read? It's like where you gather with all these people
Yeah.
and you're all just there to read together. But you're reading your own books. Everybody's reading their own books. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, but they're just there. They're
Yeah.
being,
Yeah.
and it's just presence.
Yeah.
And some in that creative space,
Yeah.
because creative, creativity is such a it's a sacred energy.
Yeah.
It's a sacred energy. So I go to that space in my mind that I hold y'all there. I think of Miss Jackie, of course, and my stepmother who just passed, and there's people who are in that room with me, and it changed the way I journal because I have presence with me now. Whereas like before, it was just I guess just me in a
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
but now there's presence there.
Oh,
There's a friend, is friends there.
Sunny,
I'm
that's
not alone.
profound. You're not alone.
So that's really
That's profound. That's profound.
that's what I was like. I probably sound crazy
No, you actually sound the
now that I'm
opposite
saying
of
it out loud,
crazy.
but
You're affirming my reason for
it's,
doing everything I do, Sunny, because I'm aware of how much people feel lonely, and I had no idea that right on page one
yeah,
it was touching you that deeply. Because
yeah, the very beginning.
yeah, yeah, that when we feel that much connection with others who we believe that they care about us, and we feel that
Yeah,
in our hearts when we're thinking or when we're journaling or when we're processing emotions, if that's the only gift I ever leave behind in this lifetime, I will feel completely complete. Like you named it in a
it's
way
to
that
remember that
I've
I'm
never
not
heard
alone.
before. No, I appreciate you so much for that because we're not supposed to feel that alone. We're not supposed to
Yeah,
feel that alone. We're supposed to feel unique, independent, and there's a sense of individuality, but we're not supposed to feel that alone. And
yeah,
I believe that when we feel too alone, it affects our immune system, it affects our health, it affects our
yes,
our inner strength, our sense of belonging.
yes,
And so for you to say that that kind of installed inside of you right in practice number one, really, really makes
yes,
my day. Thank you.
yeah,
I'm going to stop the recording. Is that okay?
yeah. That's fine.